Aaron. Thank you. 7:04 right now, and as the temps get hot this summer, health experts say safety should be top of mind for parents and caregivers because this is the time of year it is the busiest when it comes to childhood injuries. We're checking in with Fox 61's Glenn Kittle. He's joining us live in Milford with more on some summer safety tips from officials and, unfortunately, the tragedy that happened last week, that student that died on a field trip, that is still fresh in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, good morning, Erica. And that incident is actually sparking Connecticut officials to highlight even more safety measures that they're taking this summer. The 4 months between May and August is often referred to as trauma season. That's because the amount of injuries that first responders see in the summer months is just way more than the rest of the year. So that incident last weekend with the drowning at the pool, as well as these two water incidents that happened over the weekend in Milford and Fairfield, definitely bringing safety to the top of mind for a lot of Connecticut leaders out there. But recently here, officials are amplifying this call to safety after that 14-year-old drowned at the High Meadow Resort last week. Investigators are currently looking into that child's death to find out what happened there. And then recently on the Connecticut shoreline, two people walking along the sandbar at Silver Sand State Park washed out to sea because of the fast rising tides. 3 people called 911 and attempted to help the duo, but they ended up having to be rescued themselves in the process. Meanwhile, in Fairfield last weekend, 2 fishermen also in trouble while at sea at a reef on Penfield Beach. One person attempted to help the fishermen and ended up getting caught up in the tides themselves. Police rescued the person who tried to help and one of the fishermen. The other fisherman, a 34-year-old man from New York, is still missing. Authorities are currently conducting recovery efforts along the shoreline there. And later today, water safety experts are going to get into not only those water safety tips, but they're also just general summer safety tips like pedestrian and helmet safety for people on bikes, motor vehicle safety, hot weather protocol, and hot car protocol, as well as youth mental health and suicide prevention. Now, we've already shared some water safety tips for people out there, one of them being always check those tide schedules. Those are readily available online for folks. Wear a vest if you plan on going out into those deeper waters so you're always floating, and as well as let somebody know where you're going before you go there. That way first responders have a point of reference that they can contact to see where you last were. Live in Milford, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.